KJ. I know you had that targeting call 2 weeks ago with Florida. Had a close call, I know, at Mississippi State. Now, you play one of those physical positions. How do you kind of try to manage through that? You got the split second to try to make a play. How do you try to keep it from going that route?
Oh, yeah, I just got to keep working on that practice. Little fundamentals like that, working on my technique of tackling, just keeping my head up and running my feet. There's little things you can work on that during the week of practice. I just got to keep getting better at it, keep doing it more. Those calls are kind of crucial in the big games. We play in the SEC, so I just got to keep working on that practice, my technique, and keeping my head up and just keep running my feet, and I'll be better with it.
KJ had a really productive game against Mississippi State. I think he ended up with 10 tackles. Just how would you evaluate how you played in that game and just what you were able to do for the defense?
I played defense. I played decent. We just as a unit, we just been working on just starting faster. They scored first drive, and we just kind of want to make some little adjustments on some things to flip the game around. So, but like you said on that, I think I played decent. I still got some things to get better with. Covering things, covering issues, and little things like that. But we're working on it. We got practices, so we can work on things like that.
KJ, going back to that time you spent the sideline because of the targeting, how would you evaluate the guys behind you, the Zion branch? How have you seen them grow over the last few weeks?
Oh yeah, they definitely. Zion stepped up big last week against Florida, and then he played against Mississippi State as well. So just seeing them guys be ready. You prepare all year for things like that. You never know what's gonna happen. So I'm just happy he was just ready and he was just ready to step up and be there for the team when his number was called. That was a big role for him, and I think he did a great job of doing it too.
Yeah, you mentioned Mississippi State coming out scoring a touchdown on their first drive. It's not the first time that's happened. How frustrating is it for you guys as a defense to see that keep happening? And what are the steps y'all are working on in practice to make sure you can come out and get a stop on that opening drive?
Oh yeah, I mean defense. Any touchdown you give up is frustrating. You don't never want to give up any touchdowns at all. But it's just something we just got to keep working on. Nobody's perfect. We just got to keep going to practice. Keep find little things we got to execute better. Third down. Second and long, anything like that. We just got to keep finding ways to execute and get off the field. But we definitely want to allow. We don't want to allow any touchdowns as a defense. But we're gonna keep working on it for sure.
You guys beat Texas twice last year, obviously different teams, but do those results over that program have any sort of carryover into this Saturday's game?
No, I have no carryover. It's two different teams, let me say two different teams. A lot of different players on each team. It's gonna be a great game at Athens this week. Texas is a very great team. They're coming off a great Vandy win. They're very physical, explosive, fast. They got a great quarterback. So I'm definitely looking forward to this week to see how our guys come out there and compete.
KJ, what do you think of the job that Ja'Cory has done these last few games since Kyron got hurt? Just how he has handled playing that other safety spot?
Oh yeah, it's hard to play on the back end at Georgia. Coach Mark, he with us the most of the time. So he kind of really hard on us. So it's kind of really hard to play on the back end at Georgia. But I feel like Ja'Cory doing a great job of stepping up in that role for Kyron being down. He doing a great job communicating. He being physical out there. A lot of people don't see the little things that we do, but I think Ja'Cory doing a great job. He just got to keep getting better with it.
KJ, going back to the time you played Texas last year, obviously in that first game, Arch went into the game and played. What do you remember about playing against him that day, and kind of what differences do you expect now playing with him as the starter?
Yeah, Arch is a great quarterback. He could throw the ball, but his legs is a big part of his game as well. He could extend plays down the field, and that's something we just gonna have to work on this week. Plastering, we gave up one against Florida, a little scramble pass, so we just gotta work on plastering. Staying in coverage. He gonna definitely try to extend some plays with his legs. So we trying to just keep him in the pocket, try to close the pocket on him a little bit, and we should be good.
What stands out to you about the guys that Arch is throwing to? Ryan Wingo's back from last year. I think you guys did a pretty good job on him. What's the challenge?
It's a challenge every week in the SEC. For each team receivers, we just gotta go out there and challenge them guys. We can't be scared. We gotta play physical, play fast. You got a lot of great talent like DeAndre Moore, Ryan Wingo, like you said. Got a couple new receivers out there, so we just gonna have to watch film this week, do a great job of just getting our technique down and just being ready to compete with them guys. We're gonna be ready to compete every week.
On that note, Oscar was just saying that you guys know as a team you're going to get every team's best shot. How do you embrace that?
I love that, man. SEC, you play the hardest games every week, and every team gonna give you your best shot. So I feel like that's just great for our team and gets us ready for later down the season. Just playing those big type of games in the regular season, and just knowing how to handle adversity and little things like that. So I feel like that definitely help us later on down the road as well.
KJ, the Miss State game was the first one that you guys had to play on defense without Jordan Hall. One, how big was it losing him, not only because of what he does, but just his leadership, and two, what did you think of how the defensive line played that first game without him?
Oh yeah, it definitely was big losing Jordan. Jordan's a great leader for us. You guys, anybody on the team, defense, offense, especially, it don't matter. Everybody gonna say Jordan Hall is one of the top leaders on his team. You know, the energy he brings, the passion he got for the game. He just loves the game, and you just hate to see where he goes, all the injury he's been going through. And I just see him a minute ago just still smiling, keeping his head high and laughing. So this shows you the type of guy he is. He's a great guy. But the defensive line, I feel like they did a great job getting to the quarterback this weekend. I feel like we were putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback for them to have to scramble and make different type of plays on their feet. So I feel like we keep doing that and then bring the back end and linebackers with that as well. We're gonna have a great defense.
KJ, Coach Smart had mentioned on Saturday after the game that he had shown you guys the video with all the coaches and parents talking about playing on Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Have there been other things like that, and kind of what do they mean to you guys to help get you going?
Oh yeah, that was big. Just seeing the parents talk and just showing us, just talk to us about how we used to feel as being little kids, getting ready for the games on Saturday. That was big. I feel like the team just seeing your parents just talk about how you used to get ready for games, and just seeing the little pictures and how you was. It just gave you that memory. It just took you down the memory lane of how it was Saturday morning getting ready for Little League football. It gave you like a different type of energy for sure, I say. But I feel like coaching them do a great job of showing us a lot of different videos every week about something else new. So I don't know. I feel like we just keep doing that trend right there for sure.
Yeah, as you look back a couple weeks, what were some of the biggest areas as a secondary y'all tried to work on during the second off week, and how would you feel like those have been implemented over the past couple games against Florida and Mississippi State?
Just technique, like I said, technique, fundamentals, challenging guys. We can't be scared to challenge people. We just got to be ready to compete every week. Giving up free access, like hitches and things like that. We just trying to take those little things away, but we're gonna just keep getting better every week. We know we got a great secondary here, and we just want to put it on film.
KJ, we're seeing Rashawn Lincoln play, getting more and more opportunities. Where do you kind of see him right now as compared to where you were last year as a true freshman?
I can't really compare him, but I know he's doing a great job. He loves to learn. He a young guy. Many young guys, they don't really expect to play their first year, but he came in ready to learn. He ready to compete. He goes to practice every day and gives 110% every day. And I feel like once he learned the playbook more and just be in the system longer and just hitting the weight room and little things you need, I feel like they're gonna be a very great player for us.
KJ, this Texas offense is one that has been able to hit throws on the line of scrimmage and turn them into explosive plays. As a defensive back, what does the mindset have to be ready in case they do that, but also understanding that they're able to take deep shots as well?
Yeah, you just gotta play it on principles. Play what you get. You never know. Some teams play it very different every time, so you never can't really expect what they're gonna do. You just gotta play it on principles. Once you limit explosives is a big part of any football game you play in. So you limit explosives and keep them from getting big yards and things like that. I feel like your defense gonna have a great day out there for sure.
Yeah, as a defensive back, how do you try and go about defending someone like Elias Williams because of his size and what has he brought to this team?
You just gotta be physical with Elias, man. Elias is he's so aggressive. He's very tall, got a great body shape. Guy like Elias, man, you just gotta compete. You gotta be very physical with him. Just try to get the ball down. But he been very great for our team. Elias practiced very hard. He go out there, he blocks his tail off. Like most people don't really like blocking, but Elias, he got that unselfishness about him. He'll block for anybody. He don't care if he's not getting the ball, and that's big. Just seeing that out of freshmen. Like most freshmen, they just want the ball. And he don't really care about that. He just want to do what's best for the team. I love that about him.
KJ over here. In back-to-back recruiting cycles, Georgia went after you, and then they went after Justice Terry. You ended up staying home. What would your message be to in-state recruits that Georgia's going after, just to be able to stay home?
Oh man, I'll say the in-state recruits. There's no place like this place, man. Coach Smart gonna coach you to the hardest he can. He gonna push you every day. It don't matter if you want to practice, you don't want to be there, or he don't want to be there. It's never gonna seem like that. He gonna push you every day. You're gonna be close by your family. Your family get to come out every week to watch your games, and just playing for the state of Georgia, you know, you from Georgia, you just playing for the state, it brings like a different kind of vibe. Just hearing your name out there on the Jumbotron and just knowing you're a Georgia kid, it just brings a different type of chills for sure.
Time for one more.
KJ, we've seen Kirby have some fun relationships with safeties. I say fun. We heard Tyke's name a lot back in the day, Richie LeCount's name, Malachi. Has it gotten easier? Does he stay on you? What's that like being a safety and playing for Kirby Smart with those expectations?
Nah, it definitely haven't gotten easier. He's the same guy from freshman year. He's very serious about the game, you know, and that's the type of coach you want to be a part of, play for. You know, a coach that's serious about the game, who loves the game, and you know, any DB, like he's always hard on us because that's the position he played up here. So you know, he gonna always be hard on us no matter what. And I love that because he just wants the best for us. And you know, those are the type of coaches you need, the ones that's always pushing you no matter what play you make. You gonna always find something to say to you to make sure you get better. So it's like you need those type of coaches out there for sure.
Thank you, KJ.
Thank you.